Yeah, where they at, boo?
No declining here. Greatest king of all time is here. Every day in this presence, that be the most wonderful time of the year. Making our enemies mad, they making plastic on the top us. Not knowing that we got that glow, can nobody really stop us? The most high got us. See, we love the Father and keep his commandments. That kingdom advancement, this be the everyday anthem. Gotta get your hands up, stand up, shout from the stanzas. Now, who that team to be standing tall? Who that team to give God their all? Who that rockin' both law and grace? Who that walkin' this walk of faith? Who that talkin' real bold as giants? Who that
Yeah, buddy. IMTV News, where we share the good news of the Most High. Anyone connected to him is a new creation. Old things passed away, all things made new. Man, wonderful evening. The brother I got talking with me right now goes by the name of Big Leek. What's good with you, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's
Appreciate you
happening?
for
What's
having
happening?
me,
What's
bro.
happening? Man, you know we've been through it trying to have this talk, but I'm glad we finally having it, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for starters, can you share with the people where you're from?
Oh, I'm from Lumberton, North Carolina, man. It's a little small town, probably 30, well, I wouldn't say a small town, but about 30 minutes outside of Fayetteville. Most people know Fayetteville, so about 30 minutes away from Fayetteville.
Super cool, man. So what sparked your interest in music?
Uh, when I was a kid, my dad was a big Tupac fan. And so, as a kid,
Yeah.
he just back there listening by my head, and his favorite song was Troublesome. So I mean, back then just as a kid, so I'm just la 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 la, not knowing what
La
in the world I'm saying, you
la
know
la
what I'm
la
saying?
la la
So,
la.
I just had a spark for music, but still, even then, like I liked the music, but it wasn't nothing that I seen myself doing per se. It wasn't until, man, um, shoot, I was probably 18, like in high school. I mean, as a kid, like be on the bus, you might be, freestyle and do a little stuff here and there, just be doing it for fun, just playing around. But I didn't really take it serious, man. And like I said, I was probably about 18. We had got a hurricane, a big hurricane that came through the city, Hurricane Matthew. I think that was probably around about 2016, maybe early 2016, around that time. And I ended up making a song just for the city. The name of the song was called "We Gonna Be Fine," and it was just like an uplifting song for the city. And the city just gravitated to that song. And I was like, man, like it was just an uplifting song that's like, we gonna make it out, and like I said, it was just what the city needed during that time because people was having it rough. Like we was um some people weeks without lights, electricity, stuff like that. So it was rough during that time. And I excuse me, I made that song, and yeah, that was like the first big song I ever really had. And I just started from there.
Cool. And how did you begin walking with the Most High?
Man, I got a Christian upbringing, so it was put in me. I didn't have no say so on that. They brought me up in church. My parents took me to church. I go to my grandparents' house. They was taking me to church, so it was just in me. And of course, as a kid, you curious on some things, want to experiment, do certain things, but just like the Bible says, you train up a child in the way they should go. And that's just what my family did. They trained me up. So even uh, when I did dibble and dabble and just experiment, wanting to be young teenage and do certain things, like it still didn't resonate within me like the things that I would do. Like I just uh it just didn't feel like me. I just wanted to fit in who I was around, the environment. So I just was like, man, bump it. I'm gonna just be who God called me to be. And I knew what to do when certain trials and tribulations would come in my life as a young teen, like things that would affecting me then. So all I did was just go to what I knew was Jesus, you know, when things happen. So and it worked for me. So I just was like, well, Lord, I know this works. So I'm gonna stay in this place regardless of what anybody says, how they feel, you know, I'm gonna be me. If I'm the outcast, whatever, I'm gonna be me. This is who I am, you know. So I surrender to you because I need you to make it in this life. And I
Hmm.
held on to that, you know, and I'm still holding on to that. So I just carry that on throughout, you know, my life as a young teen. And like I said, me and my brother, we did praise dancing, you know. So we would go different churches, and we would minister through praise dancing. But it wasn't like the contemporary style like you were used to seeing, like with moms and everything. We was actually like
Hmm.
hopping and break dancing but we were dancing to Christian hip hop, you know, and like this is early 2008, 9, around in that area. So like Christian hip hop really wasn't as big as it is now back then. And we were going in
Yeah.
Baptist churches, you know. You imagine going in a Baptist church and you playing, you know what I'm saying, some Christian hip hop. So, that's, but what I'll tell people, like, it was so beautiful to be able to see God's spirit on display, because even though, you know, like I said, it's a Baptist church, you know, Baptist minded Christians, they so used to religion and that mindset, you can't really tell them otherwise. This is what I'm used to. So seeing
They
something
probably
different,
looking at you like this.
like that, yeah, like what y'all face. But the way we was able to, that's why I say it ain't nothing but God, because we could take a a Christian hip hop song, and we was able to minister to Baptist people, and they not balled up for, they intrigued, they engaged in it, they able to feel the presence of the Holy Spirit, you know, with what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? So like I knew that the God was using us to do it, because like it gravitated to those older generational people. And it's gospel hip hop, it's hip hop, you know. They used to the, you know what I'm saying, the old hymns, you know. But I just and it I just carried it on to rapping. You know, once these little bones and stuff start getting still,
Yeah,
had to find a different avenue to do.
for sure. Man, can you share about some of the albums you released so far?
Uh, out man, going all the way back to my first ever album I released was on excuse me, I didn't have it on any like major social streaming platforms, but it was like on Audio Mac, SoundCloud, stuff like that, YouTube. But my very first album I ever did was called um, Heavenly Meditation, and then I did a second. It was like a sequel to that, and it was called Heavenly Remediation. And the those were like the first two albums I did back in the day before I actually started distributing my music to major streaming social platforms like, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, and all of that. My first album was
Yeah,
called Resting Season, and you know, I just then at the resting season, I think it was uh at the resting season it was it the crush? No, can't think if it was crushing or not. But I know I got an album entitled The Crushing. Oh no, at the resting season it was Warfare Season. And
mm,
then at the Warfare Season I went into The Crushing. But you know, each album that I did was just based off of like the season God had me in. You know, it was like everything just flowed together. You know, so all the albums, God had to sit me down to where I had to do heavenly meditation with Him in His presence. You know, know, and then I had to go through a season like, okay, you had to sit down. Now, okay, you must have forgot. Let's do remediation. Let's go back over what, you know what I'm saying, I went over with you with, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, once you get it in your mind, now you're able to understand like, okay, I don't have to work. God, I let God work so I can rest. So now I had the album Resting Season. And then, but you know, even though in your resting season, you're gonna have different things still try to attack you. So I went into warfare. So it was warfare season. And you know, each season of that I was in, I made albums to help me through those seasons. And sometimes the albums that I made, it it might have not have been a season that I was in yet. Like it might have been a season I was getting ready to go into, you know, and unknowingly knowing it, like I'm writing music, not knowing that I'm preparing myself and equipping myself for what that season that I'm getting ready to go into. And that's why I tell people, you know, my music is for me first before anybody. You know, I listen to my own stuff. I'm first partaker of it. You know, if not another person listen to my music after today, I'm okay because I'm able to play my music, and it's a blessing to me. It's able to feel my spirit. It's what God gives me for the season that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to write. I had another album called like Heavenly Memoirs. It's like it's basically like an album full of devotionals. Like that's the way I like to put it. Just a devotional album. I could play it, and it's just something that, you know, just to fill me up that day or that morning or whatever. And my recent project was heart posture. You know, God was just in a season of my life to where, you know, I wanted the issues of my heart to be in God's sight. Pleasing. I wanted my heart to be pleasing to Him. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that the things that wasn't of Him, or what the fleshly desires that I had, I wanted God to prune my heart. And it was just me just making these songs to shift and move and create a heart posture that God sees to be pleasing in His sight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I named that song, named that album Heart Posture. But to me, trying to, you know, come into a place to where God sees me like I see myself like God sees me. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a heart that He longs for, that He desires. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all my albums, they go correlate with me in my life.
For sure. Man, urban influencer. #1. How dare you hijack urban influencer and get the #1 spot, man? How did that happen?
Hey, God, that's all I can put it to. That's all I can put it on. God, it's just, hey, it's just a blessing that people listen to that song. I think that song that was up there was "Say Something," and people, they just love that
Yup.
song, man. And so yeah, it was just, hey, all God, man. It's a blessing that people attract to that song and like it. That's all I could put it on.
Man, that is what's up. And speaking of which, look, I got some music on deck. I definitely want to take a quick break and spin that video real quick so folks could see why it was #1 on Urban Influencer. You heard?
Yeah.
Man, so coming up at this time is Big Leak with Say Something. IMTV News. We'll be right back.
Hey, why you looking down and depressed over there, man? Do you know what you is? Or who's you is? Lucy will still kill and destroy till you say so. Why you let him do that to your life and you ain't say nothing? He been bugging you for a little minute, I can clearly see. It took me get tired, yeah, this what God said to me. Say so. Get that noose from around your neck, well you better say so. Don't want no excuses, I joke that you better say so. How you let him win when he can't let you, better say so. Yeah. You better say so. Got power over these serpents, know I'm stepping out on their necks. He created me for a purpose, made me a ruler over this land. To tempt me, is it worth it? He think he up one and he ain't. To be honest, he the fool, cause it was all in God's plan. Jesus my big brother, my big twin, you know we step the son. Every child you know how it's gon' end, cause they all innocent. Bible is my tool, #1 rule, but Lucy don't play no game. I'm about to school y'all on how to keep the devil in his place. Say something, Satan, I'm telling you right now, you don't got no authority over me. Say something, I bind every demonic attack going on under my feet. Say something, I submit to the king, so you gotta flee. Say something, I put to practice what I preach, don't make me repeat it. Lucy wins, they kill and destroy till you say something. Why you let him do that to your life and you ain't say nothing? He been bugging you for a little minute, I can clearly see. It took me get tired, yeah, this what God said to me. Say something, get that noose from around your neck, boy, you better say something. Don't want no excuses, I choke that, you better say something. How you let him win when he can't let you, better say something. Yeah, yeah, you better say something. Still ain't said nothing. Oh, he got you real quiet. You stepping, yeah, you moving, but you moving in autopilot. Forgot your weapon at home, and I never leave without it. He got you acting different. Okay, nah, yeah, you want some respect on my name. Realize who you talking to. Be aggressive when you press and make you feel uncomfortable. You know Jesus, you know Paul, and you about to know me too. Better stand on business, yeah, this is how you gotta do. Say something. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Say something. Every high thing is on except for the knowledge of God. Say something. I rebuke every accusation you come with. Say something. Lucy wins, to kill and destroy till you say something. Why you let him do that to your life and you ain't say nothing? He been bugging you for a little minute, I can clearly see. It took me get tired, yeah, this what God said to me. Say something, get that noose from around your neck, boy, you better say something. Don't want no excuses, I choke that, you better say something. How you let him win when he can't let you, better say something. Yeah, yeah, you better say something. Now I better not never, ever, ever, ever see you like this again, you hear me? Cause you already know what to do. Say something.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you why I like that song so much. So, you know, I'm from the NO, right? That 504.
Yeah, okay, okay.
That's that, to me, that's that boot up or shut up type music.
Yes, sir.
Man, well, IMTV News, what y'all just saw was Say Something by Big Leak. Now, this part of the show is called Rhyme and Reason. I just want to name a few songs, and you just tell me what those songs mean to you. The
Okay.
first song I want to name is I'm Free.
Prosperity, freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm free, just being free from all anything that's trying to have me bound. Just free.
Yeah, for sure. So this next one, look, you took us to Detroit with this one. Punch In. Don't play with it.
Hey,
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
yeah, 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 man. I like that. I did that one, man, because when I think of that song, I think of my man DKG Kai. Like he from Detroit, you know, and he kind of got that drill sound when it comes to the CHH movement. So I was like, man, I want to do a song like that, man. And I did that punch in, and it was just, you know, going in on the enemy, you know what I'm saying? That so I was just like, okay, like I will just go in on it real quick. Just whatever I got to say, I'm gonna just go in and say it. So like punch in was just like,
So
yeah, I'm gonna just say it, you know what I'm saying? No, just get the reins off me. I'm gonna just go in, just go in on you.
man, this next song is also your ministry, moving music.
Yeah, that's my brand. Like that's uh I created moving music ministry to symbolize, you know, I don't want you to listen to my music and it not change your state of mind. Regardless if you sad, I want you to be able to play my music and now you feel with joy. And if you got joy, I want you to be able to listen to my music. And now you just, it's static. You just, whatever it is, like I don't want you to be able to listen to my music and not the spirit in me speaking through my music not move you in some type of way. It's music that you just not moved by the words, but you moved by the spirit that's operating through me to speak the words. You know what I'm saying? It moves you to the word.
Yeah.
You're able to hear the word with what I'm saying, and just not listening to the, like, oh man, he got a nice flow, or you just not listening to the beat. Like you able to gravitate to what I'm saying and actually hear it, and it resonate within you, and it stirs up your spirit, just to be able to, like, man, I can relate to that, even though I can relate to it, even though I feel like this, God, oh, I'm able to hear what you're saying, Lord, because of my music. I'm able to say, okay, it's all right to feel like this, but even though you feel like this, you got to respond like this. The spirit is able to communicate that over to the listener through me. And when actually, like I said, everything that I spit is for me first. So I just thank God that to have that ear to the spirit to be able to write how I'm feeling, and he give me the response to how I'm feeling, that comforting feeling of the Holy Spirit, to where he just comes in just like a father, your son just venting to you, and then you like, okay, son, I hear you. This is me coming to you and just telling you, okay, well, now let me give you some wisdom. So, I just, that's what the moving music is all about, man.
Mhm. Man, matter of fact, I messed up. I was supposed to say rhythm and reason because we don't just rhyme. We are rhythm. We are music. That's just the way the Most High created us.
Right.
We originated everything, you heard?
You heard me? Yeah.
Man, now this next song, I see that you've gotten a lot of support for it, but it's called Emotions.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Man, that's that song was really like I did a little TikTok snippet, man. It really wasn't no song. Like, it was well, at first it's a song. I made it into a song, but at first it was just like I seen a beat actually that beat on TikTok. The guy, his name is Lexnor, and he
Mhm.
he do like little like, he's a beat producer where he makes songs now, but during that time he was just making beats, and he would do like little open verse challenges, and he put the beat up there, and I just used to just get them and just write a little quick hook to them, and do something just for content. And when I did the hook on TikTok, it got a lot of reactions and views, and
For
people were like,
sure.
oh man, I like that, you need to make that into a song. So I ended up buying the beat and making a song to it, and I turned it into a song, and people just gravitated to it. But yeah, I just I didn't expect it to be no song, but people just gravitated into the hook so much. So I was like, what you make? I'll make it into a song.
Well, shoot, shout out to everybody who showed major support for that joint, man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir. Definitely.
this next one, last but not least, we just got through spinning it. Say something.
Hey, that's the anthem right there. I'm known to drop I'm known to drop an anthem every now and then, and that's just one of the ones for sure. Like, so yeah, it was just me just trying to let people know that God just, you got the authority. Like, you got to say so. You got the power. Why you ain't using it? Why you ain't saying something? All you gotta do is do what Jesus did and say something. Like, you don't just have to let the enemy just tease you and beat up on you and try to do it. Just say something, just say something. Like, like,
Right? Say
so
something.
that's, I just made it into an anthem, and just tried to show people, like, okay, you don't know what I'm talking about? Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
For
I
sure.
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Man, for sure. So what more can we look forward to from Big League?
Oh, there's definitely more music on the way. You know, just be on the lookout. I just dropped another music video. This one with me and my brother. Go by Million called "Devil Back Off."
I saw it last night, bro.
Yeah, me and him just dropped that. I want to say it was last week we dropped it. I dropped it last Friday, just like out the blue. You know, that video was just talking about another way people allow their emotions and their mind to try to dictate them and rule them. You know, because the battle starts in our mind first, and that's where the enemy's playground is. And so we just created a music video to just demonstrate how the enemy just tries to have a field day in your mind, and we kind of correlated it with the Disney theme of Inside Out. You know, in the movie Inside Out, people don't know it's a Disney cartoon, and they have different emotions: fear, anxiety,
Hmm.
depression. You know, they all have that joy. They all have their own characteristic. But in the spiritual aspect of it, even though we deal with these things in reality, on the spiritual side of it, God has a counter for uh every spiritual thing that tries to have us bound in our mind, fear, anxiety. God has a counter for that, for every to the fruits of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Perfect
Hmm.
love casts out all fear. So that's the way I was able to, or me and my brother was able to tie those emotions and counteract. In the video, you will see me speak over those emotions, and I change them. Now you're not fear no more. You'll be known as love. So that was just a video we wanted to portray to people, just to try to give them help, man. That's just people like nowadays. People just need help and prayer, and just to be able to bring to life and see like what people deal with on a day-to-day basis of being able to go around casually with life, trying to have a normal day in their head, battling with different thoughts and emotions, and how the enemy tries to, just dictate them in their mind, just to give people help to, okay, we know this is reality. We deal with this. I've dealt with this, but this is how we dominate over what the enemy tactics that he tries to do. Just giving people an example, because some people are a visual learner, so we able to put the word and bring it to life in visual form to be able to see the manifestation of if we apply this stuff, this is what'll happen. This is what we're able to accomplish if we apply the word of God on whatever we dealing with, where it's fear, anxiety, whatever emotion. And now that what emotion has to come in line to what the Bible says are the fruits of the spirit. So yeah, that's what
Yeah,
that was about. And I got another project on the way. I'm working on another project that
for
that
sure.
should be um should be finished real soon. So I'm looking forward, at least by the end of the month, for it to be finished and on the way. So yeah, that's the exclusive. Ain't nobody know that, but you got the exclusive. Don't nobody know that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Ah, you heard
I'm
it
on the
here
way.
first.
Yeah, I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the month, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm working on it. Yes, sir.
For sure. Man, so how does the Most High inspire Big Leak to keep moving forward?
Oh man, just he inspired me. Just his goodness, his grace, and his mercy in my life. The way he's able to continue to give me the ability to uh, write these songs and put pen to pad and able to be a blessing to somebody else. Even when I have times of like, man, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna just be doing this, like, and not seeing no turnaround. what I'm doing. You know, like I'm able to go to work, put money aside, go to the studio, record songs, and do all of this stuff. And the money I'm putting in, I'm not seeing no turnaround for what I'm doing. So I get discouraged, and
Mhm.
uh, and it's not like I do it for the purpose of having some type of gain of wanting to be, you know, bigger or traveling, doing this. Like if that's what God desires for me, that's what he desires for me. But my thing was just taking money aside and to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my thing. Like I'm putting money aside to do this. It's like a little like a hobby for me, you know. I enjoy doing it, but it's just it takes money, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes money. So but God keeps reassuring me by the amount of attention that every time I do a song or video or something, or I drop a project, the amount of people that just people I don't even know, like they could I'm in North Carolina, like I said, somebody in Dallas, Texas, somebody in Atlanta, somebody in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? Like they reach out to me and just tell me like, man, your music just blessed me. They Your music blessed me so much. Like you don't even understand. Like I had a person reach out to me and was like, man, I had a song called Broken, and he was like, man, this song blessed me. So like I was on the verge of wanting to commit suicide, and listening to your song Broken, it was a blessing to me, and it made me to where I didn't want to do it anymore. That's that in itself, man. Like it's something I know. Like God, this is you. This ain't me. That's something money can't buy. Like that's to be able to be a blessing to somebody else, and it blessed them. Because like I said, I started doing this for me. This is for me, like, and I just released something, and it just blessed somebody else. But I look at it like God, I can write a song and record a little video on my phone, and what I'm saying, bless me like that, and I don't even have to go to no studio and make no song and like that, and I save money, But it's just like God, like nah, like this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why you got to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Every time you do this, this is the reason why I need you to do. It's not for you. I'm helping you. I'm already giving you what you need through what you putting down and you going to record. But this need to be reach somebody else. Somebody else need to hear that. That person needed to hear that song. I needed to make that song for that person so they could hear it. And it stopped them from having that mindset of letting the devil torment them to where they want to unalive themselves. So that's the reason why I keep doing it, man. Just people to be a blessing to the next person for no personal gain of myself, just to be a blessing to the next person. So that's why I just keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, I enjoy making music. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I just I love to be a blessing to somebody else. That's just my whole thing, man. I thank God that I'm able to hear the spirit with my music and it be a blessing to somebody else. That's something, money can't buy.
And speaking of being a blessing to the next person, if you could say anything to inspire others, what would you say to them?
I would say, you know, have an ear to the spirit, pray about it, give it to God, and leave it in his hands. Whatever it is, whatever dream, whatever thing that you desire, pray about it, give it to God, leave it in his hand. Don't have no more thought or concern about it. You don't have to keep, praying and praying the same prayer. pray about it, give it to God. That's faith. God, I done prayed this prayer. I give it to you. If it's of you that I have whatever I desire in my, because the Bible said you have not because you ask not. He said, I give you your heart's desire. So if I'm trusting your word that it won't come back vain. I'm praying about this. I'm giving it to you. If it's in your will, you will see that it's to pass in its time. And that's been my whole motto. And I just pass it on to the next person that, make sure you stand inside the will of God, whatever it might be. Even when it seemed like like I don't even know why I keep having to do this, like I was talking about with my music. Being in the will of God is God's will for me to keep doing what I'm doing to minister to somebody else. Cause that's all I'm doing is ministry. It's ministry, So, and ministry has no price. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just to be able to be like Jesus, to be that servant, to be a blessing to somebody else, serve. That's all I do. That's all I ask. Encourage the next person to do.
For sure. Man, so to everybody watching and listening, in additional news, shout out to my OGs, G5 and Hondo. They just dropped a new album called Fallen. Shout out to the Ak Ruach Kala. He just dropped a new album called Lamb Over Everything. Shout out to my boy Travell Richardson. He got a new album on the way soon. Hood Worship Deluxe Edition. Shout out to my boy Bertie McKinney. He's dropping his new video on Sunday called 365. We had a great time shooting that out here in Dallas, Texas. Also, shout out to Hondo once again. Be sure to catch Tales from the Sip every Wednesday. Shout out to my boy Jay Martin. Every Saturday, his own podcast, Dropping Seeds. My boy Abdullah Makaya Sharala, Houston Brews Class, every Shabbat at 11 a.m. And then we all get together and do Ears to Hear music review every Saturday at 5. But man, this has been your IMTV News Report. Big League, thank you once again for coming through.
Hey, I thank you for having me, brother.
No problem. No problem. We finally got it done. All praises.
Yes, sir.
Man, so as we close out, look, you already shared about it. Look, we have some more music on deck. We got Devil Back Off and Hold My Hand. Look, can you share about Hold My Hand real quick?
Oh yeah, Hold My Hand, man. I made that song. That was my latest single. The song is actually probably, man, at least a couple years old now, but it's new. It's new to everybody else. But I just had it in the cut. It
Mm-hmm.
was a song I wrote just during the time I felt like I just wasn't in the presence of God like I should be. I felt like, okay, Lord, I made all these decisions of trying to to grow. Just I didn't want to feel like I was just in a plateau. Like, it's supposed to be go from glory to glory. And I was just feeling like, okay, like, Lord, I'm gonna make it up in my mind, okay, this year, God, I'm gonna do, take it to the next level, just try to continue to grow and grow and grow. And it was like the moment I made that declaration, all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? Just different things were happening in my life. Like that's another testimony. But like I said, during that time, I speak about it all the time. When my mom having cancer, then my grandmother having cancer and she passing away within like 6 months. Then the next year after that, my father. He diagnosed with cancer, so it was just like blow after blow after blow. So during that time, it was like, Lord, you just deal with so much. It's like I was just succumbed into myself. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't doing the things that I needed to spiritually to keep myself to where I was just kept growing and growing. But even in my time of just feeling like, God, I just need you to you know, hold my hand, you know, I had to seek the face of God, you know, and that just song is like, you know, just I made it during that time of just feeling the way I was feeling. And even then, you know, I was able to learn from that time period. So, you know, I was just like, well, I didn't think I was gonna put the song out, but I did. So it would be a blessing to somebody else who might be going through a time like I went through and was feeling like that. And they, you know, even though they able to hear the lyrics and see how I express myself, you know, God always gives me what the spirit has to say. Okay, it's all right to feel like, let me give you some wisdom. And so that's just basically that song just being a blessing to somebody else.
For sure. Man, well, once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We about to spin Hold My Hand, Devil Back Off. This has been IMTV News. Just want to say much love to everybody. Continue to love the Most High, love each other, and love yourselves. Take care and be blessed.
Be blessed.
KLU way too dope, kid. Will you hold my hand? Lord, I need you to. Will you?
So I will fade away. The devil winning this fight, keeping me away. I ain't been praying or reading. You ain't see my face. I ain't gonna lie and say it ain't been my choice. Need you convict my spirit, make me uncomfortable. I made a declaration this year to change. Soon as I did, Lucifer came in my house and read it. Do my flesh like a piece of paper and shred it. Break down the idols in my life that I give credit. Lord, come to my aid. I don't wanna lose you. Denounce my flesh. Denounce my flesh. So I won't fade away.
Will you hold my hand? Lord, I need you to. Will you?
So I won't fade away. Lord, I thank you that even when I ain't saying nothing, the Holy Spirit intercedes to pull me out this rubbish. Feeding my flesh and the fire still burning in my belly. I can walk out this prison, but I'm sitting with my salad. This for the listeners. I don't care if you don't listen to me. Everything I spit is for me, even though it bless you. Gotta practice what I preach and be held accountable. Can't get you to heaven and I bust hell wide open. Lord, shield my heart, so only you dwell there. Denounce my flesh. Denounce my flesh. So I won't fade away.
Will you hold my hand? Lord, I need you to. Will you?
So I won't fade away.
What you want?
Y'all know my phone is? Yeah, my phone.
No.
This is my phone. Come on.
All right, now y'all chill out. Just want to sit down somewhere, man. I'm trying to watch my son.
Can we watch Inside Out, Daddy?
Go take that in your room.
Come on. Let's go watch some toys.
What happens in your mind happens in time. What happens in your mind happens in time.
Devil back up off of me, no I ain't going. Fighting with my life, Michael Jock, y'all ain't on it. Speeding through the pain with the dash like I'm Sonic. Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted. Devil back up off of me, no I ain't going. Fighting with my life, Michael Jock, y'all ain't on it. Speeding through the pain with the dash like I'm Sonic. Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted. God come save me, dealing with all this pain. Side it's been raining, devil keep major painting me. Don't wanna be famous, pictures keep rearranging. Things ain't been the same, for shadow turning to gain. Then flip me to amazing, mind keep playing danger. Hurt from all this anger, seen it all, sent angels. Learn me from these places, wicked waves, tornadoes. People gotta face it, mind need meditation. Break the chains like Tasha Kar, give praise like Fred Hemmings. Lord, I give you all of me, cause this world left me damaged. Caged up just like an animal, lost can be found out abandonment. He said I done set you free, don't be stuck like you can't handle it. Devil back up off of me, no I ain't going. Fighting with my life, Michael Jock, y'all ain't on it. Speeding through the pain with the dash like I'm Sonic. Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted. Devil back up off of me, no I ain't going. Fighting with my life, Michael Jock, y'all ain't on it. Speeding through the pain with the dash like I'm Sonic. Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted.
Devil back up off of me, I ain't going for it. Demons really sleep on me, tell them stop the snoring. I'm the one with the heat on me, Bible for that warfare. Can't get out what you're saying, like a short breath. The devil stay big man, gone with all that huffing and puffing. Man, you better just sit back, don't be slick with the tone. Your cover is blown, ignorant tactics. Yeah, I took the jam, but best believe I'ma get my lick back, cause I ain't heard no bell yet. Nah. Schemes, devices, motives, move until I let this spirit loose. Your best bet to call her truths. What I carry, you always lose back.
Perfect love casts out all fear. God has given us self-control, peace that surpasses all understanding.
Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted. Devil back up off of me, no I ain't going. Fighting with my life, Michael Jock, y'all ain't on it. Speeding through the pain with the dash like I'm Sonic. Jesus saves souls and that's all I really wanted.
Walking the truth and bust a move on. Growing the gap, we bust a move on. Spreading the word, we bust a move on. Don't bust a word, we bust a move on. Walking the truth, we bust a move on. Growing the gap, we bust a move on. Spreading the word, we bust a move on. We're out here making moves, listen up. Wisdom, that means eyes open to the most high. Speaking from the root, pushing honesty with no lies. Evil to the core, we know.